Thank you. It's great to be back in Nijrode, where I've spent so many days in the last 20 years teaching, working with people, thinking about the future and actually creating the future. And also very happy that so many people of you have come all the way from lots of places from all over the world actually to come to this meeting. So I'm actually proud and honored, because in the morning you think, you have this fear, will they come? And then when they're there, it's immediately replaced by another fear of, will they like it? I'm very happy that you're here. Also take a very important reason to be here is also to make lateral connections in the network. Because I've been working with so many people of you individually. And I always say, oh, you should meet him, and if you think about insurance, you also need to think about, healthcare, and if you think about healthcare, you also need to think about pensions, and, I always see these connections. So I really motivate you to, you already did that very well, is to, during the drinks, talk to people you don't know yet. Just saying, hey, why are you here? How do you know? Why were you invited? And then there's a story there. And then and you will find connections. So I think that's very important. Why we are here is to celebrate something. Who of you have seen the Dutch book Klaar om te wenden? That's a lot of people. And this is the English version of Klaar om te wenden. And what's missing? What's not there? Michiel. Very important. That's Michiel over there. People always ask, are you related to Michiel de Ruijter? And I always say yes, because it's Michiel Adriaanszoon de Ruijter. My father is named Adriaan. My brother is named Michiel. So I am related to Michiel Adriaanszoon de Ruijter. The other thing that's important is that just by having the new picture on, I have now clients that just hire me, not because they're interested in scenario planning, but say, oh, do you like sailing? Ooh, let's do business. What else is missing on this book? Well, one name is missing, and that is Saskia Stolk. Saskia really helped me with writing the first book. But she now works for the European Committee, and she's in Brussels today, and she's very unfortunate not to be here, but she sends her regard. But this was essential for making the first version of the book. What is not on this book either? Well, a very important name, maybe the most important name, and of course that's my dear Iris. My dear Iris actually made sure this happened. Not just by translating it, but just by chasing me, by being one side being my slave and doing all the work, and at the same time also being my master, making sure that I did my part of the work. And I'm very happy that finally this book, because a lot of people have been asking, when is the English version? When is it? It's now here, and without her it would not have been here. And also a lot of other people are not on the front page. My whole team at the Ruijter Strategy that worked on it or made sure I had the time to work on it. All of my clients that said, yes, you can use my cases. And all of the people, all of the shoulders I have been standing on for years, because scenario planning is more than 40 years old. And a lot of people have experience, and I've used all of that experience. I'm also very happy that Kees van der Heijden is here today. Because basically if you read the book correctly, they say, well, half of this I've already read in the other book. But books need to be updated and need to be new, and people at universities, they want to have a new book. So I've been standing on shoulders. But this is also here to celebrate all of those people that we normally don't see. Everything in life, there's now people filming and for sound, and there was coffees. This whole society that we live in was built on cooperation. People helping each other. And normally we don't see them. But so this is to a tribute to all of those people that we normally don't see working behind the scenes. And this is why I'm very, very happy that there is one name that you do see on this book. And that name is Henk Alkema, Dr. Henk Alkema, because a lot of people don't know him, and everybody knows the Shell story. Wherever I travel, have you heard of scenarios? Yeah, oh yeah, Shell, that they thought about the oil crisis before it happened, and they know Pierre Wack and Arie de Geus and Kees van der Heijden and Peter Schwartz, and they know so many names. Because yes, it was a collaborative effort. But I was very happy that it was 9 years ago at Oxford. We met each other. And then I said, ooh, this is actually the guy that made the first graph, did the calculations. It's not just someone who wrote the story, no, actually who did the analysis. And he's one of millions in a lot of our organizations that we don't know, but are essential in making this world a better place. And I'm very happy that I can give him some time to talk to you about how it all happened 40 years ago. Can I have a warm applause for him?